That's what my inner voice tells me. I need to get my family to accept me as the Messiah or a prophet, or in a sense that I'm really entangled with God, essentially. So I go to my family and I'm calling my mom and say, like, you have to accept me. Like, do you accept me for, like, my, like, godhood, or I'm one with God, or I walk with God, and they just say, like, oh, you need help, or or they're trying to say, like, certain things, like it's not real, and I say, like, okay, all right, and so they don't have faith in me, and I go to my grandma's and I'm trying to talk to them, and they don't. I knock on the door, they don't let me in, and essentially they don't have faith in me, and and like they all kind of turn their backs on me. And I told my girlfriend to, like, could you come here, like, could you come see me? And she just was so afraid of me, of what was going on with me, that she did not want to come. So, it was really tough time, because I felt like everyone turned against me, and God was telling me that I need to exile them away from my life. It's as if I had the power to remove them from my existence. And everyone that didn't accept me, I had to raise my hand and mentally remove them from my existence. And every single one, I did. And my girlfriend, I really loved her so much, and she was really hard for me, and my inner voice said, you have to do it, and I didn't want to do it, and I cried, and it was really tough, because I didn't know what would happen if I truly would I ever see these people again. But I did it, I for God, or for my inner spirit, I did it. I exalted or removed her from my existence, and it was really sad. And I cried, and I watched some TV, and I watched a show called Godless, and it was super weird, because it was a show as if, like, God smited a whole bunch of people, and it's similar to what I just did. So weird. And I'm in my apartment alone, and it's around nighttime, right? And I feel like I don't need sleep. I feel as if I'm so powerful, I don't need sleep. I just need the sun, and I don't need to go to sleep, but I choose to go to sleep. I read some books, the God Conversations book, and then my inner spirit or inner voice says, okay, you won. You have the power. I have the power. What does that mean? You have the power. You won. You went through it all, and you won your trials and tribulations. And it says, go to my bed and close your eyes. And as I close my eyes, I can hear thousands, if not millions, of voices praying for God. I can hear all of them screaming for God. Please help, help this, I want this, please help me with this. It's as if I heard all the prayers that people pray to God. And I opened my eyes and I couldn't hear them. And then I'll close my eyes and I can hear them all again. And God says, here's the power. And I was mentally envisioning myself going into my friends' minds. And I would say, hey, I'm in your mind. And I would hear a response like, what's going on? How are you here? Or like, one of my friends in my mind said, oh my God. And it was just unbelievable that I was telepathically connecting to them. That I was hearing the voices of other people in my mind. And, I was seeing into different realities. I was seeing into different dimensions. And God then shut off everything. He said, okay, now that you have this power, now that you have, now that you understand these things, you're at this level, what is it you truly want? What do you truly desire? And he says, before you answer, look truly deep in your heart. Look deep into your soul and answer that question. And I just thought about it. And I really looked deep. And And I really went deep into my heart and deep into my inner being. And my girlfriend was there. The person I love so more than anything else in this world. Not more than God, evidently, but more than anything else. And I said, I want, her name, my girlfriend, and I cry. And as soon as I say that, I pass out. And then I wake up, and there's 2 police officers right in my house, in my apartment, saying, hey, is everything okay? And I said, yes. And they said, yeah, and then they said my girlfriend's name and said, would you like to see? I said, yes. And then they say my best friend and his wife is coming to pick me up to take me to see my girlfriend, essentially. So I said, okay. And I went outside, and I didn't call them or anything. They were just right there. And the cops left, and they picked me up. Later, I found out that my girlfriend called for a wellness check, but I didn't know that at the time. So we go to see my girlfriend, and I hug her and I say everything's okay and I love you so much. I'm so happy to see you. And she says, yeah, and it's so great. And they say do I want to go get some Chick-fil-A? I say, yeah, of course, let's go get some Chick-fil-A. So we're talking and we're joking. But in the car ride, it's as if my inner spirit took over me and addressed my best friend and said, how many times are you going to try to betray me? You need to stop it. Just stop what you're doing. And I don't know if anyone knew what I was talking about, or maybe, but I don't even know if he knew, because I don't know. But he says, I don't know what you're talking about. And then I just say my power is coming back. And then I say my power is coming back. And then it's as if I instantly knew what he was going to say before he finished. And I responded. We were having a conversation, but I was responding before he was even done speaking, knowing exactly what he was going to say. And I was just telling him, dude, you need to stop it, dude. You need to stop it. You don't understand what you're doing. You don't understand the forces you're playing with. You think this is just a game. You need to really stop it. He doesn't know what I'm saying. And so I say, whatever. And my inner spirit kind of says, you know what? Okay, whatever. We're just going to have to show them. And so we get Chick-fil-A. I eat it quickly. And then I kind of stop speaking. And we go somewhere and we park. And they say, come this way. And I start coming this way. And my inner spirit just kept saying, just go, Leon. Just don't be afraid. And it's a mental facility. And I go in, and no one explains anything to me, but they tell me, could you sign, come this way? And they're telling me to sign myself in, essentially. But I'm signing in my best friend. I'm signing in my best friend who I said shouldn't do this, him. And the weirdest thing happened. I'm writing his name. And midway through me writing his name, my hand started to move and write my name. And so I'm assuming that he had some kind of power or of influence on some level to manipulate me to writing my name, because I was trying to write his name. So I get up and I go outside. I go to where he is at the entrance, and I'm like, why are you doing this? What's wrong with you, bro? You don't understand what you're doing. You're ignorant, and you're ignorant and pathetic, and you don't understand. And he doesn't say anything, right? And he's just getting me so upset, because to me, he's truly demonic, and he wants to be. And I get so upset. It's as if my inner rage comes out, and I really want to hurt him, truthfully. But I have to stop myself, because I know that this is I've never been this upset, and I was getting to be wrathful. And so I threw myself on the floor. And it's as if I would say a demon was coming out of me. It's as if I was trying to, darkness was coming at me. And I looked like I was possessed or something. But really I was just struggling with my own inner energies. And they looked at me, and security guards got me, and they threw me. They one of them got me, and then like three more came. They all got me, and I wasn't really fighting them, but I was trying to get them off me. And they got me in a room, pinned me down, and then my inner spirit kind of told me to stop fighting, let go. And then they walked out and locked the door. And, and I was in there alone.